ICMA is celebrating National Disability Employment Awareness Month by highlighting ways that local government leaders can foster an environment that creates more opportunities for those with varying abilities in their communities. Here to speak with us on this important topic is Dr. Beverli Marshall, General Manager of a wastewater district in Southern California with over 20 years of administration and management experience in the public sector. As a late-in-life diagnosed neurodivergent, Beverli has begun advocating for and speaking on diversity, acceptance, and inclusion of different neurological processing types in the public sector workforce, and she recently completed her dissertation on neurodiversity. Thanks so much for stopping by, Beverli.
Oh, thank you. I'm just happy to speak on the topic.
Of course, and I barely scratched the surface of your accomplishments. So can you describe the highlight of your career?
As a highlight for me, it's really mentoring staff. I really see my responsibility as helping people see their potential, whether it be personal potential or their career potential. And so sometimes it's pushing the little baby bird out of the nest and saying, hey, you can do this. I know you can. Or maybe encouraging them to go back and getting their degree. And sometimes it's just saying, hey, go speak at a conference. So like you're so knowledgeable on this topic, you really should share this. And seeing them do that has really been something that I know helps me see that I've made a difference. And for me, whether it's a difference in my community or a difference where I work, that's a highlight for me.
How do you feel local government leaders can best create opportunities for those with all kinds of disabilities, both visible and invisible, in their communities?
I think the most important action that leaders can take, and this has to do with people of all abilities, whether it's legally defined under the ADA disability, or it's just maybe something they struggle with, is that we really need to focus on strengths instead of deficits. There's been so much research done on this from a management perspective that putting, so much effort on trying to fix a deficit or a weakness or perceived weakness gains you very little. But if you put that same energy into someone's strengths and helping them develop them, you will get so much more for it. And we as leaders don't focus on that enough.
What advice do you have for those with varying disabilities who are interested in exploring a career in local government?
There are organizations that are already getting it. They're moving the bar. And so you just have to keep trying. You just have to keep finding the right fit. I typically apply for about 50 jobs for one positive outcome. So that's, part of it is my background and career path. It's a little circuitous, which is not uncommon for someone with ADHD. But if you keep trying, you will come across someone who's going to see that gem, that strength that you have in a particular field or a particular task or skill set. And they're going to go, oh, I know what I can do with that. I really need that. And so you just have to keep trying.
How has your membership with ICMA helped you?
Well, ICMA, yes, it looks at city and county. But, government as a whole, we all have similar types of issues. The format of it is less of an issue. And so for me, what's really helpful is it always seems to be when I'm starting to think, man, am I the only one who's going through this? Like, am I the only one who's struggling with this issue? Nope, here comes ICMA with a daily, somebody posts something, or it's an article in the magazine, or it's some training they're highlighting. And it really helps me get out of my own little personal world of, I'm struggling with this. Bigger agencies tend to have more money, and so they bring in things and resources. Small agencies really struggle with those resources. And to me, ICMA is critical for filling in those areas where I couldn't maybe afford to get a consultant to come in and look at something. But yet I can read something about something somebody's done somewhere else and go, I can do that.
Beverli, I can't thank you enough for taking the time to speak with me. Your story is very inspiring and your advocacy is so essential. Thank you so, so much.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
You can view Beverli's piece on neurodiversity in PM Magazine, which I'll have linked in our description below. And to view more member spotlights, be sure to subscribe to our channel.